I want to know what the money game is. I want to know what the money game is. Ready, ready, ready. Let's get ready. Pop your cameras up as you guys come in. Make sure you've got a journal. Make sure you stay on mute. And if you have questions, make sure you write your questions so we can answer the questions at the end. Everyone with me? Everyone with me? Yes? Yes? Perfect. So let's start the money game. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can see my screen. Perfect. You guys can see my screen says, let's play the money game. Now, this is going to be a very, very interesting workshop. This content I have not taught before. I've done a lot of money mindset sort of workshops before, but I came across some real gold recently. It's been about 6, 7 months, and that made me think, why are we where we are at in context of our success and money? When I started to place a couple of things together, I realized there's a game to it. I was like, oh my gosh, there is a game. So it's my humble way of telling you guys where you guys are at. The only question that I'm going to ask you guys as we go ahead, are you ready to play? If that's yes, give me a play in the chat. If you guys are ready to play, because you have to be ready to play the game to be in it. Yeah? Give me a play, 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 play in the chat. That's it. So we're playing this game. We are in it to win it, right? We're in it to win it. Now, since all of you are here, my assumption is that you do want to make money, or you guys are like fascinated with the idea of abundance, the idea of growth, the idea of success. Is that right? Just with a show of hand, everyone, I can see all of you. Trust me, like I've got multiple screens and I can see everybody. Is that correct? Just with a show of hand, that we want to create abundance or we want to learn about money, right? So my intention in this journey of 90 minutes with you guys, is going really deep down into understanding the money game and then shifting some of the things, the small things that we are not aware of, and to align ourselves to quantum possibilities. See, a lot of different ways of looking at money, different possibilities of money. And together we want to go today beyond the traditional way of thinking about money and understanding money better, to rewire things around us in ourselves which are keeping us limited. And I want you to write this one thing right now. I am a limitless being. And I want everybody to write this down. I am a limitless being. So why are we so limited in creation of money? If I am a limited being, why am I so limited? Where is my energetic flow getting lost? Why am I not able to create those transformations for myself? So as we boldly step into this journey of money, my intention today is that I help you expand your money vessel. I help you expand your money vessel. Now, what does this mean? Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have done a lot of things with me as far as money is concerned, and I've heightened my awareness of money. But I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to ask you guys a question. Put it in the chat, whatever comes up for you, right? Have you ever created money or got money in only to lose it all? You're like, I earn money, but then I lose money as well. Pop a yes in the chat if that's true for you. Like you make money and then you spend it all. Pop it in the chat. Be truthful, right? Be truthful. You create money, you create a lot of money, and then some big stuff comes in and you have to really pay the bills or you have to spend the money, and what you're left with is not too much, right? So you create, 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 and then you don't hold it. So it's incoming and it outgoing. It comes in and it goes out. It comes in and it goes out. So there's one major piece in the middle that we guys miss, which is holding money, which is holding money. Now, how do you hold money? How do you hold money? You need to expand your vessel. That's how you hold money. And this is going to be a really insightful journey for all of you. But there are two prerequisites. Okay? Everyone ready? There are two prerequisites in this journey as you come along. Number one is you need to be fully authentic and write this down. Two prerequisites of money journey, not just with me today in 90 minutes, but when you go out, you will have a lot of thinking to do. And I promise you that. You will have a lot of thinking to do. And you can't do this thinking from your ego mind. You cannot have your ego talk you out of it. You have to sit in it. You have to feel it to heal it. So you can't be, stuck in that ego mind. You have to be fully authentic. This is not the place to say all the nice things. Oh my gosh, I feel money is there for me and all of that kind of stuff. All affirmations. No, this is definitely not the space for it. There's a time and place for that. This is not it. This is not a place where you will start saying cool things about yourself, about money. This place is about tuning into yourself, and that can only be achieved by being your true, authentic self. If you guys are ready for that, because I go deeper and stuff, right? Give me an A in the chat that you're playing this game. You're still in it. You're not running away. You're like, no, I'm gonna be authentic. I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna be in that stuff to heal it. 100%. I'm going to sit down and look at it. Yes. The A's are coming in slowly, but they are coming, right? I want you guys to be authentic or leave. Authentic or leave. That's the first prerequisite. The second prerequisite is because it's a game, I want you to have fun and play. Can everyone do that? Give me an F in the chat if you can have fun. We don't want to make this boring, right? Money loves excitement. Write this down wherever you are, right? Money loves excitement. Money would never go to somebody who's not excited. Money loves excitement. If you are in the energy which is very, very low, money is not going to come to you. Money only comes to people with high energy. In fact, I say this I was talking to my master's student last week. And I said the game is really to have high energy and to maintain that energy for things to flow in. That's the game, right? That's the game. Now, this requires you to have fun, right? Play along. And the more resistance you have towards it, the better. It's going to be like you'll hit a resistance and you want to know that resistance. You want to have fun with that resistance. You want to be authentic to that resistance. So you will have resistance, I promise you, but write this down if you're new to my world. Every level has a devil. When you've just begun thinking that everything is good, there is a devil waiting for you, right? There is a devil waiting for you. So you have to be fun and authentic as you go ahead with this workshop. Now, this is my intention. I want to have fun. I want to make this workshop really nice and authentic. We will go really, really deep. We will understand a lot about the money game. But I want to ask all of you guys, 20 of you are here. Question to you is simple. What's your intention of coming here? Why are you here? Think about that. When you heard we are talking about let's play the money game, I want you to go back a moment right before that and think about why are you here? What's your intention? What is your intention? What is your intention? And I want everybody to put, I should say everybody writing, guys, put your cameras up because you're not helping yourself. Okay, trust me, if you are invisible, okay? If you are invisible with your cameras off, invisible, how is the money going to find you? It's not going to find you. It's not going to find you. So what's the intention of being here? I love that. Attracting more money into my life. I'm curious to know, what are we going to talk about? Okay, great. I love that. To open my money mindset, 110%, level up my money game, financial freedom, remove the barriers with money. Yes, great. I love that. I love that. So pop it in the chat for me so I know why are you here. And I want everybody to write this. This is a game of knowing you more than anything else. So why are you here? That is important for you to know. We start nothing without intention. To learn, again, financial freedom, to know more about my relationship with money even after this Sunday. Yes, this Sunday we were in our master's breakthrough, 110%. It was crazy. It was everything that you want to do, but you still want to expand. You want to learn more. 110%. 110%. So pop it in the chat. What's your intention of joining in? What's your intention of joining in? Keep it coming, right? Keep them coming. And make sure you've written that intention in your sheet of paper. That is very, very important. Very important. If you don't have intention plus intensity in anything that you do, write this down because it will help you later. If you don't have intention plus intensity in anything that you do, that will fail. And I'll show you by the end why will it fail. I promise you that. It will fail. Okay? So make sure you keep your intentions with you as you go ahead. All right, so today is all about money. Today is all about money. And like I said, we're going to have fun with money. So we're going to explore the idea of money. Okay. So let's start with a question. And I want to ask everybody this question, and I want everybody to answer this question, right? And don't try to overthink this because it's not an overthinking game. It's exactly what comes in your mind. The minute I say the word money, what comes to your mind? Pop it in the chat. When I say the word money, what's the first thing, the first image, the first feeling, the first sensation that comes to your mind? Pop that in the chat. How does it make you feel when I say money? What image comes to your mind? Cash. Love that. Luxury. Freedom to do things the way I want them to do. My money. Being financially free. Come on, come on. When I say the word money, flight tickets, spending, energy. When I say the word money, what's the first thing? Keep them coming. Don't limit it to one thing. When I say the word money, what comes? Billions. It's annoying. Lakshmi Devi. Power. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. When I say the word money, what comes in? Investments. Excitement. Let's go. I love money. To attract more. It's fun. Lots of shopping. Yes, I love that. Lots of shopping. Who doesn't like it? Lots and lots of shopping. Keep them coming. Keep thinking. When we say the word money, what comes up in your mind? And it might be, enjoying. It'll be like an adrenaline rush, right? Expansion. Uncle Scrooge, yes. Uncle Scrooge diving in money with his dollar sign eyes, right? We've seen that. We've seen that. And it's such a rush of adrenaline, money, dollar bills ringing around, chiching, 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 money raining, right? And you would feel that motivation towards money going towards it, right? So, question to you guys is when you go and do your job, do your business, do you do it because you have to do it because at the end of it is money, or do you do it because you love it? It's a deep question to ask. I'm going to ask again. I'm going to ask again. Do you love what you do, or do you do it because at the end of it gives you money? You do it for money, both, both. I love what I do. Pop it all in. No answers is right, no is wrong. It's just for you guys to know and start thinking about money. We should all have an answer, right? We should all have an answer about how do we feel about money. Because let's be honest, the time that we get up in the morning, from the from literally the time that we pick up our coffees, if you get coffee from outside or you have your tea at home, till the end of the day before you go to sleep, everything costs money. Everything costs money. Everything that you touch is money today. So you should have an opinion about money, isn't it? Everything is money. Everything is money. So you should have an opinion about money. There are only two ways of life. Somebody said in the chat, right? Money cannot buy happiness, but money can buy lots of things that give us happiness, Sarada. But what we need to think about in this particular workshop is only two things. Either you are thinking about money or you think about lack of money all day. These are only two things. Either you would think about money or you would think about lack of money. It doesn't matter if you are a famous philanthropist, who's very philosophical, talks about money, or you are a homeless person. Everyone thinks of money. Let's be honest. And I said this workshop is all about being authentic. That's what this workshop is all about. So, is it okay if I drop some truth bombs and I call out on some stuff? Is that okay? Give me an okay in the chat. Because if it's all about being authentic, then I need to say it the way it is. Because I'm going to be sharing a lot of things here today, which are quite out there. Would that be okay with everyone? Give me an okay in the chat if that's okay. Yep. Guys, pop your cameras up. I'm going to repeat it again. If you are invisible, please don't stay here. Drop down. Best thing that you can do for yourself. There's no point being here if you're not in it 100%. If you are in it, be brave. Put your camera up. Okay? Put your cameras up. There's no point being here if you don't have your cameras up. And I say this humbly. I am happy to teach a lot of few people who are interested in the game rather than a few, and then a lot of people who are just there. Would that be true to say so, right? Would that be fine enough, right? We're in it to win it, all right? So we're going to do a little practice. We're going to do a lot of little practices just to see how we go. I want all of you to close your eyes for a second. Go, Sarda. Thank you for putting your camera up. That's the way to do it. Close your eyes for a minute for me. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Take another deep breath in and release. With the next breath that you take, I want you to bring in your mind a money challenge that you recently experienced. Exactly what was going on in your mind when you had that challenge? What did you want to do that you couldn't? And as you get this image in, I want you to start thinking about what muscle tensions, thoughts the body is having right now. Any sensation in your body. Where do you feel the tightness? Just become aware. Where do you feel that tightness in your body? What are the thoughts that come to you as you think of this challenge? And gently inhale through the nose on the count of 3. Slowly becoming aware of the rise and fall of your chest. Come back into the room and put down into the chat, where exactly did you feel that tension in your body? So head, hands and shoulder. Pop that in the chat. Where exactly did you feel tension? Shoulders, fingers, head. Yes, it would really be the upper part of the body. Where else did you feel it? Pop it in the chat. Shoulders and chest, 100%. Jaw is a very big one. Very, very big one. You will feel that upper part of your body, your hands, shoulders, head again. And I'm going to ask you guys a question. Ready? Give me a thumbs up. Say ready. We're still having fun, right? We're still having fun. How is this feeling different to when we first started talking about money and we were talking about shopping, flight tickets, spending money? How is this feeling different? Isn't it so different, this feeling? So different. Now, the idea of money might really excite you, but yes, it is so restricted. It feels so restricted. It feels very intense. Now, let me introduce you to something really, really cool. Because you guys have no idea that you guys have been set up for something. And we've been all playing a money game without us knowing. So the thing that I want you guys to write is, right, I am already playing the money game. I'm already playing the money game. Now you've seen those feelings and triggers and stuff in your body that showed up just now. Were they all really about the challenge that you faced about money, or were they about fear? about lack, about some shame related to money, about survival, or about guilt. Pop that in the chat. Tune in into that feeling that you just had and name it. What emotion did you feel? Tell me. What was the emotion that you felt? Lack, that I don't have enough. Tune in into that tension that you just had and name it. Name it out. I'll tell you what, money blocks don't like to be called out because when we put them out, they want to hide. So let's call out. Call out your money blocks. What emotion did you feel? Discomfort, lack. You are already playing the money game, but it's just that you don't know what it is. You just don't know what it is. There's a lot of fear, shame, guilt, and lack stored in our body as far as money is concerned. So let me ask you something, okay? It's going to be fun, right? Remember, we're still having fun. We're being authentic. We are there. We're still having fun. Have you guys ever played a sport? By the way, Virat Kohli won yesterday. Any fans here? Give me a yes in the chat. Cricket fans? Nobody was watching? Nobody was watching? Yes, yes, yes. We're all watching, yeah? We've all played sports when we were growing up, or we know about sports, right? Football, cricket, basketball, tennis. And think about it for a second. I want all of you to think about it, okay? Everyone's played or know about sports. Give me a yes in the chat if that's true, guys. Put your cameras up. I'm serious right now. The money game is not the game of invisibility. And if you're not in it, then it's absolutely okay, right? We all know about games, right? We all know about games, cricket, football. There's so many games that we know about, right? We know about so many games. And then there are rules in the game, correct? Every game has a field, they've got players, they've got boundaries, they've got, okay, this is going to be a foul or this is not going to be a foul. They have a scoreboard, right? They have a scoreboard and people know when to pass, people know when to score, what to do. Now, I just want you to pause for a second. Just pause for a second. Think of any game in your mind that you like, that you love, you watch, you follow. I want you guys to pause and think. Have you guys ever thought who made the rules of the game? We love games, right? We watch games. But have you guys ever thought who's made the game? Rules. Nope, we've never thought about it. Who decided what is going to count as winning? I'm gonna repeat these questions, right? Who made the rules? We have no idea. Who decided what is going to count as winning? Who decided that? Who decided that? We have no idea. And we are just accepting the rules the way they are, and we've been playing along. For years, we've been playing these games for years. No rules have changed. And this is exactly how you've been playing the money game. We've been never taught to question how are we playing this game. In fact, we don't even know that we are a part of this game. We have no idea. Now I'm going to tell you some rules that we have all heard of, okay? And I want you guys to write it down and see if this is true for you. Now, this is the time I call you out to be truly authentic. And you can add some of your rules as well. Now, some of the rules are money doesn't grow on trees. You have to work hard to deserve money. Spending money is not good. Saving is safe. We can save money. We should always keep saving. Rich people are quite greedy. Talking about money is not a good idea. Have you heard all of this? All of you have heard this? Add more. What else have you guys heard? Tell me about money. We should never ask anybody how much they earn. Yet we have people display their wealth all over the internet, isn't it? Have you guys heard these before? Let's not talk about money. In this house, we don't talk about money. No. Don't ask your dad how much he earns. No. Don't ask your mom what savings she has. No, we can't talk about money, right? They were all these lines were passed down to you by people around you, by your parents, by your teachers, by the society, the culture. Some of them are religious. Like spiritual people shouldn't have money. We've inherited these beliefs, these rules of the game. We didn't choose these beliefs about money. We've never questioned these beliefs. I'm going to ask you guys a question, right? I'm going to ask you guys a question. Did you sign up for the money game? Or you are in it without knowing? Did you sign up for the money game? Write this question. It's a very interesting question. Did you sign up for the money game or are you in it without you knowing? Nobody signed up for the money game. If you would have signed up for the money game, you would have thought about your rules. You were pushed into a money game, my friends. The only way to succeed is what? The only way to succeed is get good education, have a good job, right? And then marry and you'll be successful. That formula doesn't work, right? That formula doesn't work. It's not a formula that works anymore, isn't it? It's a trap. It's a trap. Nobody asked me if I am playing the money game. And I told you guys the first thing, you guys are already playing it, but you didn't sign up for it. You didn't question the rules. You don't even know the rules that you are playing by. You have no idea. And you know what some people would do? I love this. When some people start to get awareness, how many of you are like into spirituality just with a show of hand? Like they'd start saying affirmations, right? Money comes to me. Money is good. All of these things. But you guys tell me one thing, okay? I have a lemon tree. I don't like my lemon tree. I want an apple tree. I take all the lemons out and I start gluing apples on it. Will apples grow or money or will lemons grow on that? Tell me what will grow. Will it become an apple tree because I've taken all the lemons out? No. There'll still be lemon on the tree, and that's exactly what happens. No matter how many times you try, you work hard, you hit a ceiling, a threshold with your income, and then you can't go beyond. What did I make you write the first thing? We are limitless being. If we are limitless being, and that's true, then why do we keep hitting a threshold of our income? Right? Why do we keep hitting the threshold? is because we are living by these rules. And we have no idea what our rules are. So you don't even know what your blind spots are. And I want you to write this because I want you to take this in. You don't know what your blind spots are. What are you playing against? And if money is a game, guys, how many parties are there when we play? A single party or two parties? There's a party who's playing the game and there's a party who's playing against. How many parties are there? There are two parties, isn't it? You have to play against somebody, isn't it? Wouldn't you be playing against somebody if you're playing a game? Correct? So the question is, if money was a game, you have some rules that you're playing by, which you have no idea about, your blind spots, and there is somebody else playing in the game with you. Who is that person? There's someone playing against you. Have you thought about these questions? No, it's not us. We are playing. We have rules. Those are our beliefs, yes. But whom are we playing against? Guys, there is a bigger game that is on, which we have no idea about. There's a bigger game, and it's not just you have these money beliefs, right? I'm going to take you a little bit deeper. Is that okay? Is that okay? One, we don't know our rules. We don't know whom we are playing against because there is a bigger game being played. You're not just playing somebody else's money game, the money game gifted to you by your parents, the society, the teachers around you. That's how we create our beliefs, right? That's how we create our beliefs. But there's a bigger game at play. The truth is, the money game is designed to keep you in the loop. Write this down. The money game is designed to keep you in the loop. A loop of working, earning, spending, struggling, and repeating the whole lot of things. You were taught to be a consumer. That's what we are taught. We are taught to play small. That's what we are taught. Don't talk about money. I don't know about you guys, but nobody sat me down when I was young and explained to me about how money is created, how do we manage money, what do I need to believe about money. There were few things that I heard, and the things that I heard was that some of my relatives fought over money, right? There were families divided because of money. When someone who was rich would come around to our house and they would do whatever they would do, what have we heard? Since they've earned money, they've become a little egoistic. Since they have received money, all our movies, who's more rich, the villain or the heroes? Tell me in the chat, who's more rich? The villain, because people who have money, they are bad people. That's the rules that we are playing by. And who's against us? Who's playing against us? People who know this game. Write this down. The people that we are playing against is people who know the money game. Who know the money game. So here we are, we don't know what the money game are, but there are people, right? There are so many people. We've all heard so many stories from rags to riches, right? Why? Because they know about this game. They've broken through each and every money script that they had. Write this down. They've broken through each and every money script that they had. That's the only way. There's the only way to understand this. People who are already playing this game, they don't want you to think this. But I am going to ask you to think now. Who is going to benefit when you are struggling with money? Who is going to benefit when you are struggling with money and you are in the loop? Who's going to benefit? Tell me. I'm not going to tell you. You guys have to tell me. Who is going to benefit if you keep in this loop? Whom do you think will benefit? Think, because there's a bigger game being played. These people don't want you to wake up and see how much abundance is available. Who is winning? Because someone is winning. If you are losing the game of money and you're playing against somebody, someone else is winning. Correct? That's fair enough to say. So, who is winning this money game? Who wins when you stay in the fear of being trapped around money? The system is designed to keep you disempowered. Please write this down. The system is designed to keep you disempowered. The system is designed to keep you disempowered. And it's your responsibility to empower yourself. It's your responsibility. No one is coming. Please write it wherever. Because you know how no matter how much you try and you work hard, you reach a threshold and you cannot go beyond. And all you go back to is a cycle of survival, is because that's all you know. That's your game. That's your rule. The game of survival. Now, I'm going to give you some hidden rules that you guys have been playing by, and you can add to it, right? You must work hard to deserve money. Don't we do it to our kids as well these days? Sometimes when the child is like, I want to buy this and I want to do this, we're like, okay, do the dishwasher and then I'll give you some pocket money, right? We do that. We do that with our kids as well. So you must work hard to deserve money. Money doesn't come to you easily. You have to work hard for it. So write this down. Is that what you believe as well? Because if, for example, you win a lottery tomorrow, yeah, if hypothetical situation, if you win a lottery tomorrow and you have this belief that you must work hard to deserve money, what will you do with the lottery? You will lose all the money. I don't know if you guys have read it or have heard it before. Give me a yes in the chat if you've heard it. That people who earn, the people who actually win a lottery, they lose all their money within 3 years. Have you guys heard this before? Give a yes in the chat if you have. Why? Is because they have this belief. Because you must work hard. They haven't worked hard. They just went and they bought a ticket. Isn't it? They just went and they bought a ticket. Now, if they've just bought a ticket, the money came to them easily and effortlessly. So, what do? They sabotage their own success. So, if you have this belief, by the way, right, that you must work hard to deserve money, and if somebody gives you more money than you think you deserve for the work, you will sabotage it. You will like, nah. And next time, you wouldn't even ask for as much money. You've been trained to value struggle. Please write this down. You've been trained to value struggle over alignment. You have been trained to value struggle over alignment. The second belief that is very, very common, I'm going to give you guys 7. Okay, so keep writing. The first one is you must work hard to deserve money. The second one, there's not enough money to go around. There's not enough money. That is so not true. There is so much money in the world. Would everyone agree with that? There is so much money in the world, but yet we are always thinking of scarcity. How many times have you heard this? And tell me if you guys have heard this in the chat. And this place is being authentic, okay? So just be authentic. That's what this place is about, right? Don't ask for more. Be very happy with what you've got. You should be very happy with what you've got. Don't ask for more. Ashita is like, yes, I've heard this. You guys have heard different versions of it, if not the same thing. Would that be right to say so? Give me a yes, give me a Y in the chat if that's true. Don't ask. Be very happy with what you've got. Is that something that you need or is that something you want? Have you heard that? You need it or do you want it? Have you heard this? To give me a yes in the chat. That all comes from this belief that there's not enough. Isn't me wanting something enough? Do I really have to always need it? If I want something, I want it. Right? The third one is your worth is equal to your worth is equal to the hard work you put in and the money you earn. Your worth is equal to the hard work you put in and the money you earn. And I tell you what, 5 years back, somebody asked me this question. I did not like that question and it triggered me and it took me on a big money journey. So I'm going to ask you guys that question. Okay, everyone ready? I'm going to ask you guys that question. I'm going to see you guys and ask you that. Okay, in your eyes. Okay, what's your worth? Write this question. It's a very hard-hitting question. Somebody asked me, what's your worth? What's your worth? And unless you've really done a lot of personal development work, you will get baffled by this question and you will start thinking about worth in context of money. How much money have you earned? The number of cars that you have, right? The number of cars that you have. Is that really, Sonia? Is that really? Sarda says more than 1 crore. That's what I'm talking about. You guys are so inbuilt thinking about your worth is equal to the money worth that you have. We have no idea. I'm going to tell you guys a story. Ready? Story time? Everyone ready for a story? It's a beautiful story. I made a reel around it as well. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but it's a beautiful story. So there was this salesman, and it comes from one of the book that I was reading long back. I think it is a beautiful story. I'm going to share that story nonetheless with you. I don't know where I read it. Uh, yeah, but the story was there was this salesman, okay, and every single month he would make $5,000 selling stuff, right? He was in a company, $5,000, he was selling it, he was really killing it. So their bosses thought, like, you know what, let us promote this guy. He's making $5,000 every single month. That's a lot of money. So let us promote him. Let us give him more clients so he can earn more in commissions, right? Fair enough. Selling people have commissions. So they gave him really good leads. They gave him a good office and they gave him a lot more work. And then still he made $5,000. And he continued to make $5,000. They started to put him in different places and stuff and all whatnot, but he still made $5,000 a month. So they sat him down and they started speaking to him. And only to realize that he thought of himself as a $5,000 salesperson. That's all he thought. I am a $5,000 salesperson. That became a part of his identity. And I want you to write this down. No matter whatever number you put in as your worth, which is absolutely, again, a game you have been playing, you have no idea. Your worth has nothing to do with how many homes and houses and cars and bank account do you have. There's nothing to do with that. But if that is what your game is, that is what the rules that you are playing by, you've brought that into your identity. And I told you when we started this session today, you are limitless. And how you've put X amount and you've limited your own success. If you don't believe, you can never ever outplay a money game. You can never ever outplay a money game more than what you believe in, more than what you identify yourself as. Never ever. And fun part, we've been given that identity of how much is called success as we were growing up. We've been just playing the game. We've just been playing the game. And there's a bigger game being played. These people are all around us. They've been playing this game. So our worth is equal to our productivity, is equal to the money we earn. Number 4, I'm going to share another one with you. We consume things, write this down. Consumption is equal to belongingness. Consumption is equal to belongingness. And let me explain that to you. How many times, okay? You guys will not agree with this, but I want you to think deeper because it's not easy to identify these rules. And only if you are ready to identify these blind spots, answer. Okay? How many times has that happened that you've bought something because somebody else also had it? Right? Or you have bought it to fit into the society. And I'm going to give you now, when before saying, no, I don't do that, I want you to start thinking, do you send your kids to a school that is good enough? Or do you send your kids to school based on your circle? Do you buy things when you go out? And I'm being really serious right now, right? Is because when we start to consume, we consume based on people around us. Our consumption pattern is also a game. Please write this down. Our consumption pattern is another game that we're playing. No idea. We go into debts if we have to. System profits from that, by the way. System will profit from that. It's a very hard-hitting question. And I told you guys as we started today, please be authentic. We consume things to belong. That's what we do. The bags, the clothes, the cars. I know so many people, I am not kidding you, who would buy something or will have an ideation of buying something because someone else has bought it. And if you are saying, no, I'm not that kind of a person, please stop BSing. Everyone does it. Yeah, let's be honest. Okay? Everyone, hands on heart, we're honest? Yes? This is for you. You guys are writing for yourself, not for me. Okay, number 5, play safe and don't question. Play safe and don't question. We were never allowed to ask why this happens. In fact, I've sat down with my dad. My dad's a chartered accountant, by the way. So it's all about money, 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 right? I'm quite surprised that he didn't know that he was in it without knowing. He earned a lot of money, but he never taught about money, never spoke to us about money. And he was a chartered accountant. So people come from all walks of life. They don't like talking about money. Just play safe, savings, save money, save money. Number six, money is all logic and numbers. Money is all logic and numbers. That is a big lie. Money is has nothing to do with numbers. In fact, the fun thing is that numbers numb you. We don't know this game. Numbers numb you. Money has nothing to do with logic. Why? You want to ask. Nobody asked me why, Ankita. You have to ask me why. Why is money not about logic? Why is money not about time? Have you guys heard as much time as you put in, you will earn as much money? Fair enough. You work hard, the time that you put in, the value that you will get in return is going to be greater. That is so not true. That is so not true. Nobody's going to ask me why, so I'm not going to tell you guys. Simple. You don't ask, you don't get. You don't ask, you don't get. If you're not going to ask me why, I'm not going to tell you. Why is that so not true? Absolutely. So before I tell you, I want you guys to write something because you guys will be blown away. You don't get money because of the time and hard work that you do. You don't get money because of the time and the hard work that you do. You get money because of the value you bring to the table. You get money because of the value you get to the table. Otherwise, every Tom, Dick, and Harry would be rich, isn't it? And isn't this question directly tied to what's your value, what's your worth? Hmm. How much value do you bring to the table is the question that you always want to ask when you're seeking money. You should say, how much value am I bringing to the table? It's not about the time. It's not about the hard work. It's about the value that you're bringing to the table. So it's such a big game that we've been put in, which is not true. And I am a testament of that. I'm a testament. I have a lot of fun while doing my work. I have a lot of fun. I don't put as many hours in, but then I make a lot of money, right? Because I have questioned this game and I'm teaching you to question this game. Because money is energy. Please put this down somewhere. Money is energy. It's not just about controlling, it's not just about power. It's about the energy that you have. Remember I said in the beginning, you will only be able to attract money if you are excited, you're fun. Why? Do you guys think actors get paid a lot? Would that be a fair call out to say, like, actors get paid fairly good? Why? Because they're providing entertainment. There's fun there, right? There's fun. Instagrammers these days, YouTube videos, there's some sort of entertainment, or there's knowledge. Write that down. Either they are authentic, they have knowledge, or they are fun. Remember the two prerequisites. Either you're authentic, you have the skills, you're educating people, or you're having fun and you are entertaining people. That's how you bring in money. You value yourself first and you bring in money. So, what's your value is a good question to ask. What's your worth? The seventh one, which is a big one, is don't talk about money. Keep it private. Keep it private. Now, what does this mean? I'm going to ask you guys a question. Everyone's written this, don't talk about money. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys a question and I want you guys to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay, ready? Listen to me. Stop writing. Listen to me. And you're going to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind in the chat. Promise? Okay. What are the things that you don't talk about? What are the things that you don't talk about? And what emotion should it bring in you to not talk about it? Why do we not talk about things? Why? Because what's related with it? We don't talk about salary. No. So forget money for a second and tell me what are the things that you don't talk about? Shruti is on the right track. Things that embarrass you, things that you're ashamed of. There. And you are putting money in the same category. Ah, can you believe it? Things that we are ashamed of. And when we say we don't talk about money, we put it in the same category. And if you put money in the same category as shame, is it going to come to you? Hard hitting truth. So talk about money. Start talking about money. I was like, oh my gosh, is this a bulb on moment? Give me a BL in the chat, BO in the chat, bulb on. It's like, oh my gosh, I've been shaming money without knowing. There's so many rules we've been playing we have no idea about. If this is a bulb on moment for you, put BO in the chat for me, right? So talk about money, my friends. The more you talk about money, the more money will think that you're interested in. Imagine all of these people, big heads, they talk about money, isn't it? They tell about how much have they earned on television. All their stockholders know how much money they earn. Isn't it? It's because they're talking about money. They don't see money as a shameful subject that nobody should talk about. They don't see it like that, right? They don't see it like that. So there's this huge games being played around we have no idea all about. And the people who are benefiting from it, they know the game. They already know this game. We have been running scripts in our system we have no idea about. We have no idea about it. So I want you to do one thing for me before I go and teach you something really interesting. Can you answer this question for me? As we've been talking about different beliefs, what are some of the things that have come up in your mind that you've heard as you were growing up about money? Pop it in the chat for me. Some of the things that you've heard around money, because this will really help you, and write it down as well. What are some of the things that you've heard about money as you were growing up? And I want you to think for a minute. Spend 2, 3 minutes writing them. Give at least 5 or 6 statements that you guys have heard. Saving is earning. That is so, it's like dead money when you save it. Save it for future. Oh gosh. So true. We've all heard these statements. Money make people arrogant. Rich people are bad. Money doesn't grow on trees. Saving is earning. Save pennies. Yes, save pennies. Money doesn't come with ease. You have to work hard for it. Pop it in the chat. And there will be some of you who would realize that they haven't heard much about money as they were growing up. They were only picking up things. Work hard for money. Yes. Save for difficult times. There is never enough. Oh, I love this one. If you don't have money, people don't listen to you. Yes. Concentrate on relationships, not money. That's so big. Yes. I'll tell you what. Can I tell you a secret? Can I tell you a secret? So many divorces happen not because of lack of good relationship, but because of lack of money. Isn't it? Spend little, save for future. Don't discuss money, how much salary you're getting. Shh. Don't even tell people you got a job. Whatever you have is enough. Write these down. And if someone else is putting it in and you associate with that, please write it down because that will help you. Don't spend too much. Don't spend too much. Yes. Don't spend too much. Don't ask for money. Yes. You know, one of the big ones, I was actually talking to one of my one-on-one client. Um, I think it was last week. I was surprised with what she said to me. And she's really good, okay? She's worked very hard. And she said, I'm earning this much. I, I said, that doesn't make sense. Your qualifications are really, really good, right? And she said, yeah, when I applied for this job, I got this offer and I accepted this offer. I said, what? Why did you accept it? You must accept the money that they're giving you, right? Whatever they have given you, you should accept it. I said, where did that come from? When we started doing some work, we realized that her father, when she was growing up, would always say to her, when she was applying this little jobs as she was little, whatever money is coming in, let it be in. Don't ask for money per your worth. That is so big. People don't really realize this. Yes, husbands do not communicate to wives about money. Why? Have you ever wondered? I was that wife, by the way. Have you ever wondered why? Do not give money to anyone or ask anyone for money. Correct. Do not give money to anyone or ask anyone. There's another one which is related to this. Is your hands should always be like this, never like this. Have you heard the one? Oh my gosh, we have so many. I can give you guys a list. I actually have a list of about 36, 37 beliefs that I wrote for myself. Lots of them. When I started doing this work, I made a diary and I invite you guys to do so. Write down all of them because you can't fight what you don't know. You can't question what you don't know. You can't question it. You should always be a giver. Yes. Women are not smart with money. Oh my gosh, that's a big one. Money attracts money. Also, women are good in shopping. So, I didn't get it. What was the belief? Some women are good in shopping, the men are good at earning. Is that what you're saying? Something on those lines, right? People have their beliefs, right? I'm very bad at shopping. My husband's really good at shopping, so it's not true in our house. Money attracts money. Yes. It's always men's responsibility. 110%. I'll tell you what one thing about this last one. You guys all felt tension on the upper part of your body when we were discussing challenges. Why the upper part of the body? Because here is shoulders, correct? the area of responsibility, it feels like someone's put something on you as far as money is concerned or money challenges are concerned. So your shoulders start to pay, to the shoulders start to get pain. Money is not going to grow from a money plant. You need to work hard for it, right? Right? It's very funny how I've also noticed, and I'm just going to share it with you. Tell me if you guys are open to it because I've worked with a lot of people as far as money is concerned. So I'm just sharing with you guys. I've also heard a very cool thing about money that when it comes to money, as far as men are concerned, they feel a lot of sense of responsibility. And hence, if they are not able to meet it or not able to take care of it, they go into a cycle of guilt. Okay, so that's one. And the second, and it could be, I'm not saying all men are like that. Whenever I say it's an observation, I would say 60-70%, but there are women who would also go into this cycle, right? And then, what women am I talking about? I'm talking about the oldest women in like the oldest daughter who's taking care, who's been believed that to believe that she has to run stuff. So I have seen women also go into that. And then for women, nobody talks to them about money because it's all about getting them married, right? So it's not a conversation which parents also open up about. They will teach a little bit to the son, but not really so much to a girl child, which is really funny. So what does women start doing? They start avoiding money. They don't know. They don't talk about money as much, right? Each and every one of us are running these scripts inside of us and we have no idea. So there are few scripts that you guys are running. I'm going to take you in them. And those scripts that you're running inside yourself, write this down, are your coping mechanism, and you want to know it. You want to know which category are you in. You really want to know. So write this down. Your money scripts, they're also called money personalities, are your coping mechanism. And these are who you have become. Please write this down. These are who you have become to survive in the game itself, in the money game itself. So I'm going to talk about all the four, okay? And I want you guys to come, yes, take the information, but also come from a space of awareness, okay? And by the end, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Which one are you? So you should be writing beliefs that I kind of give to you. And you can then tell me if that's you, okay? So the first one is called money avoidance. Very interesting personality, money avoidance personality. Really, the people who are having money avoidance, I was one of them. If I don't look at it and I don't think about it, it's not good. Like it doesn't matter. I always used to say, don't talk to me about money. I have no idea. Anyone would have conversation with me about money, it'll be just too much. So these kind of people, money avoiders, they believe that they don't deserve money. They think money is bad. Like I don't want to talk about money. They pay their bills the last because they don't want to see it. They get stressed when they're thinking about money. Very stressed. It's like a lot of discomfort. They avoid conversations about money and they say things like money is not everything. You know, people who say money is not everything. Oh gosh, they avoid talking about money. Money is not everything. Of course it is. Thank you. Right? They get overwhelmed even if someone wants to talk about. These are the people who wouldn't send invoices. Like I was one of them. I wouldn't send invoices if I've taken money from someone. It used to take so much time to do that, right? Avoiding financial discussions, dealing with money will bring sort of bad luck. So I don't want to talk about money. The second category are people who worship money and they say money is above me. Everything is money. Money is power. And I am nothing if I don't have it. So my worth is attached to money. Those are called money worship people, right? And they believe that money will solve all life's problem and bring happiness. If this was true, think about it. If this was true, then a lot of people who have so much money will be so happy, but that's not true. We've all seen people who have money and are not happy, right? And for people who are money worshippers, you know what they do is they have this over compulsion of earning money and taking risk. So they gamble, they compulsively buy, right? They're always buying, they're taking a lot of financial decisions. They're always about making more, right? Making more. More, because it's over them. The more money they make, the more worthy they feel because they worship money. Extra jobs. These people usually would have a lot of health problems. I'm telling you that. A lot of health problems, right? They are always, I don't know about you guys, my husband was one of them. I spoke to him about these four. He changed a bit now, but he would always check his phone every 15 minutes, his bank account, as if the amount of the dollar would change. They check their bank balances a lot. They're always looking Excel, obsessing over wealth. They feel they will stop when the financial stability is achieved, but they never stop. They always have a dangling carrot right in front of them. One goal achieved, the second one, then the second one, then the second one, right? The third type of people are called money status people. They are in proving themselves mode. I need to prove myself, I've made it. If I don't show money, then I am a failure. These are the people who would put status above themselves. They'll buy expensive handbags, buy cars just to show off. And if you ask them, are you showing off? They will obviously say they'll obviously say no, right? But you'd know that they are putting it out there for other people to see. So money is related to the status they have. And they see a clear distinction, and this is a very important point, very important point. They see a clear distinction between socio-economic classes. So they will only make or have friends circle which is like them. And we all do to some point. Have you guys realized that? We all will have friendships who are in similar status circle, isn't it? Will that be true to say? That's so true. That is so true. But who made that game? We don't know, right? They will lease expensive cars, they will buy designer clothes, they will go on lavish vacations. I'll tell you what, and you guys would have heard this before. People who actually love to travel and have a lot of money, they are not the ones posting outside and doing a lot of jing bang about it. Would that be right to say so? That's true. People come from big wealth, they're not showing money status. Sometimes you wouldn't even know, people have so much money, but the way they look is very simple. That has also happened, isn't it? But we're not talking about those people. We're talking about the other type of people, right? Now, the last one is money vigilance. They're very interesting people. They control money. They control money. They are obsessive about saving. So, vigilance also, these people save a lot. So, worship will earn, but they will spend a lot as well. Vigilance would earn and they will save. They will first keep a check on their savings. It's important to work and save, important to work and save. Save for future. They make healthy financial decisions, yes, but they are very wary about taking risk. They don't like taking risk. They don't like taking risk at all. So because they are always about saving, they don't like to spend money on anything that is fun, because all fun category things are a problem. So a lot of you are going to be in that. Give me a yes in the chat if you found yourself in the last one, right? They don't like to have fun. Fun's not like leisure, fun, anything that adds fun is all status. So I am not that. I'm not going to be showing off that I'm going out for a game. So I'm not going to do this. I'm going to save money, right? So they don't like having fun. They avoid investing a lot, right? Because they save money. So I want to ask you guys, which category did you guys fall into as I was going through? Which category did you fall into? Tell me. Everyone should have a category. We should have 20 categories here because everybody has a category. Which category did you fall into? And if you are not writing, I know you are an avoidant already. Interesting, isn't it? Money vigilance. Sonia is also like money vigilance. Ashita is like avoidant. Arpita is like avoidant. Avoidant again. Forget. Vigilance. Anuj is 4 and 3. Okay, optimized version of money worship. So he's optimized something and he's come out with some optimization of that, right? So a lot of like money worship and also money vigilance. And it's a possibility to have both. Avoidant, I save and I invest. So we do both the things. Can I say 1 and 4? Yeah, go for it. So you avoid money and you're trying to control whatever you have. Is that what you're saying, Navya? If that's what you're saying, that's true. I do money worship as well. Yeah, possible. Yes, you can be a part of multiple, and you will only be able to know if you write down your beliefs. It's a possibility. But what I always say is once you make a list of 20, 30 beliefs, right? And I encourage you guys to do that. Every time you feel as if you have a money conversation, check in with your body, right? Check in with your body. Where are you feeling the tension? Okay, and ask yourself, what are the rules that are coming out? What are the beliefs that are coming out right now? What am I thinking? What emotion am I feeling? Write that down. And the more you have them for you, the more you'll be able to identify which area do you operate from. It's a possibility to have multiple, but the best way to know is to write it down. Does that answer your question, Ashita? Yeah, the best way to know is to write it down. And it's really, really important that we do, right? It's really, really important that we do. So put down what money personality, what money script are you running on? That's very important for you to know. Now we are thinking of money as cause. Now question is money cause or is it effect of something? Money will give us happiness, right? Money will give us a lot of happiness. So we're thinking money is going to cause happiness. Money is going to cause me that excitement. Why do we buy things with money? Think about it. Because we want to feel happy, correct? And you can add whatever you want. Is that right to say so? When you spend money, you feel something. That's why you spend money. That there's a whole thing that is called marketing psychology, right? Where people are just thinking about when they're spending because they want to feel a certain feeling. I mean, think about it. If you have old, say a Honda City, right? It is still getting you from A to B, correct? Why would you go and buy a Mercedes? Because it makes you feel like something. That's why you want to buy that car, correct? Isn't it? So we are thinking that if we spend money, then we are looking at a particular, if we spend money, we are looking at a particular feeling that is going to have a particular effect. So is feeling cause or effect, right? So I'm going to give you guys a very different way of looking at it. Okay? Very different way of looking at money as cause and effect, right? I'm going to give you guys a very different way of looking at it. Now, I want you to tell me, when you put money in, something gets out of it, right? So you go and give money to somebody and you receive something back. Is that true? Right? Correct? So you think that money is the cause. Please write this down and write this example first, otherwise you won't understand. When we give money to somebody, we receive something back. Either it could be a service or it could be a product, correct? Is that right to say so? So write this down. When we give money to somebody, we either receive a product or a service. We receive a product or a service. So we think that money is the cause of, so we think money is the cause of us getting, money is the cause of us getting goods, services, etc. Right? So money is the cause. Now I want you guys to start thinking a little bit differently. Okay? I want you to write this statement down and I'll explain it to you. Money is not the cause, you are. Money is not the cause, you are. Please write that down. Most people get stuck in the cycle of, oh my gosh, I don't have the money, so I don't have the cause to generate something. What if I told you money was the effect and you are the cause? Because there's something before money that is generating money, and that's you. Isn't it? There's something before money that is generating money, and that's you. So money in reality is effect. It is based on you, the cause. It is based on you, the cause. So write down, I am the cause. I am the cause to generate money. The money as an effect is a result of, write this down, money is an effect and it's a result of my inner game. My inner game. And the best way I like to explain this is, give you guys a metaphor of a mirror, right? Everybody's seen a mirror? Everyone can see the mirror, right? Does the mirror have to smile first, or you have to smile first so that the image in the mirror smiles back? Tell me, who has to smile first? You have to smile first. And if we apply the same thing to money, and money being the mirror, you have to do something inside of you first for the money to show up. Now, you guys tell me, if money was energy, right? If money was energy, what do you think is going to be the energetic frequency of that? Tell me, tell me, tell me. If money was energy, someone said it right in the beginning, money is energy. What is the energetic frequency of money? Everything has a frequency, right? Everything has frequency. Everyone knows that, correct? Let's talk about Valentine's. I love to give this example, right? I love to give this example. Valentine's, right? Why do people give roses on Valentine's Day? Red roses. Have you guys ever thought? Nobody's thought, nobody's questioned it. Valentine's give red roses. Why? To make someone feel special, but why red roses? Never thought about it, isn't it? Interesting. You guys are not questioning the game of the rules. Yes. So red is a symbol of love. Why? Red is the color of passion. Why? Why roses? Why not a red t-shirt? Correct? If it was red, which is correct, all what you're saying is correct. But why roses? Roses, red roses, have the same electromagnetic frequency as the word love. That's why. And if everything was frequency, what is the frequency of the word money? Is the same as the word gratitude. Gratitude. Why? Because you would only give money or receive money. You would only give money or receive money for a service or an item, right? And when you're receiving that, shouldn't you be thankful? You should be. But are we? No. What happens when you get an electricity bill? What happens? We get worried, isn't it? We're like, oh, electricity bill. Now we have to pay. You've used the service the whole month, right? And yet you have no gratitude. And the money is going to come to you. No, it's not going to happen unless you start with understanding money as a cause, something inside of you, something that you have to do first for it to show money is not coming. So, one thing that I'm going to leave you guys with today, as I almost get to an end to the session, is number one, understand your money rules. You must understand your money rules. You must understand your money rules. You must be aware of them and you must question them. You must be aware of them and you must question them. Have gratitude. The second point is have gratitude in your life for every bill that comes your way. It's coming your way because it thinks it's coming your way only because it thinks you deserve it. Like you deserve a bill because you have that ability to create money. Otherwise, you will never receive a bill. The bills come to you because money loves you. And when I changed this money game, I saw a lot of effect. I've done a lot of money work and I loved how much money work has given me. When I started to work with money and understand money and talk about money, I definitely received a lot of connection in the family because I was avoiding money. I was one of those. I avoided a lot of money. Some of you know about my story, right? That when I started to earn, in the first 2 years, I really earned a lot of money of my coaching business. And then what happened? My Facebook got hacked. Why did my Facebook got hacked? Because when I received money, I did not increase my vessel of deservability. So I lost it all. And then I had to build it up again. So I've done a lot of money work on me, and this is my beautiful family. And just because I did some work on me, we've manifested, we've got, this is the second house, this is our investment property that we received last year with the blessings of doing some money work. We had beautiful community, amazing community of all INLP students, right? I have amazing online community as well who come and they do all the sessions. We love it. We visited US last year and we went to India twice. We had mini holidays. You guys all see my journey online. I love it. It's because I've understood my money game. That's why. And I don't show this to boast about myself, but what I'm saying is if I can do it, a person who used to avoid money, then anyone can. Anybody can, right? And this was the car. I paid for it in full. Last year, I paid for this car in full. And can I share a big news with you guys? This year, literally 2 weeks back, we just bought a $1.2 million property. And I don't say this just because I say, and I've paid almost 50% plus of it myself. We've just taken half of it as loan, right? Why do I say that? I say that because if you want to be a channel for receiving, you have to create a massive inner game. You have to understand the rules and you need to change the rules, right? What else have I manifested? A beautiful team. You can already see Shashi here. Say hi to Shashi. Hi, Shashi. Right? Anshika is not here, but she's in the background. Amazing team, right? And me. It was only because I found the rules did I find myself. So I'm going to ask you guys this question as you go. Are you ready to create your own game? Because it's not going to be easy, right? We've just had give me a yes in the chat if you guys are ready to create your own game. Because you guys have been playing somebody else's game, not your game. So, what is your game? What are the rules of your own game? Right? Break down all of your garbage, all of the rules that you did not even know you had. We have had so many. We didn't know that we were playing by these rules, right? We want to collapse that identity of ours, right? So I'm going to give you guys something really special. I've never done this before for my money workshop. I usually just call in people I'd like to teach about it, but this is the first time I'm going in really deep into the money game. So I want to invite each and every one of you, and this invitation is only for today. Does that make sense? It is only for today. I am not going to be giving this opportunity later because I don't have any more weekends left. And plus, I only want to be working with people who are VIP. Now, when I say I welcome you to VIP, it's not just any day. We have a VIP day on the 8th, which is this Sunday from 10:30 to 2:30, 4 hours, right? 10:30 to 2:30. You want to write this down. And it's India time, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. 6 o'clock in the morning, your time. And Australia, it's 10:30 to 2:30, right? And I just want people who feel they are VIP. Now, let me explain that to you. What does that mean? Okay. What does that mean? Have you ever seen a place that says VIP access only? Like you go to the airport and it says VIP access only, or you go to a movie hall and it says VIP, right? And what do you say to yourself? You say, oh, that's for VIPs. That's not for me, right? Don't you do that? That's for VIPs. That's not for me. When you come and you allow yourself to come to the VIP day, I want you to write this down. I am a VIP today because I matter. And only if that is true for you, I want you to come. Only if that is true for you. If you feel you matter, then I want you to come. Otherwise, don't come. If you think that you deserve to be VIP, then come to that day because That day, what we're doing is called a money breakthrough day, where we rewrite the rules, we collapse the personalities, and we create a new reality. I'm going to be giving you some tasks which are going to be very difficult, I promise you, because I'm not going to make it easy for you. Breaking money rules is not easy, but I'm going to be standing by your side, getting rid of all of those money beliefs. It's going to be full breakthrough. So I want yourself to give yourself permission to be in that room. Only if your body allows yourself to give that permission. Now, we've obviously kept a price for that because VIP is not going to be free, 110%. For people who are in Melbourne, it's $111. A lot of you I can see are in Melbourne or Australia, it's $111. If you are in India, it's $5,000 or 5,000 rupees, not dollars. Same price, right? For both India and Australia. So if you are in there and you want to come, either contact me or Shashi and I'll send you the details because, like I said, it's not for everybody. It's going to be very hard hitting, it's going to be grilling. If you've ever done any work with me, it's challenging, right? And I'd invite you guys to go through this because the other side of this is a person who believes in themselves and is ready to create more. And is ready to create more. So if you're coming, say I'm coming in the chat or send a message to me and I'll send you the details. It's 4 hours, 10:30 to 2:30 Australia time, 6 a.m. India time to 10 a.m. Now we wouldn't just stop there. I'm going to make a special group, a WhatsApp group only for people who are coming in the VIP. And I'm going to be giving you more prompts every single day for the next 7 days after. So 4 hours, we will do a lot of work. That will bring a lot of work they'll bring a lot of things from inside of you as well. So we'll be continuing the work even after for 7 days. Everyone's with me? It's a lot of intense work, breaking the rules, understanding the rules that you are living by, because most of us don't even know what our blind spots are. That's the problem. And I'll give you guys an interesting story about that as well, right? I don't know about you guys, but have you ever gone shopping where you've gone inside? You are shopping, right? You're just shopping. You're regularly shopping. And then you turn around and you see that there's a friend of yours. It's like, oh, wow, right? Now you only just notice them when you turn around, but that doesn't mean that they didn't exist. They were there in that room with you, doing their thing. And same are the money rules. Unless you become aware of them, you pin them down, you wouldn't know, and they will be sabotaging your success. That's what they would be doing, right? So I invite you guys to come to the VIP Money Day. I'd love to take you through this experience myself. I don't do this often. I'm called to do it, and that's why I'm doing it. 4 hours, spend it with me, get your money stuff out, right? And thank you everyone who did join today. I hope you got some value out of it. I'd love to hear your feedback. Send whatever you've learned, your key takeaways, whichever groups you come from. If you are in a group or otherwise, send them directly to me. I'd love to know, what did you guys learn about yourself in this session? All right. So I'd see you guys in the VIP day, all of those who are coming in. I'd love to see you guys. Thank you guys. Thanks a ton. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me now. This is the time.